What's up? Eric here, and we're talking 4K again. This time, the 2023 horror flick, Infinity Pool. Well, it's not so much a horror movie as the horror in me watching it. Because I went into this movie having no idea what it was about. I was only, it was a friend's recommendation and intrigue. Plus, it's a steelbook. I'm really into steelbooks. Minimalistic though. It just has the 4K disc. This movie comes from Brandon Cronenberg, son of legendary David Cronenberg. So, you know you're in for a unique experience. That's an understatement. What we got was a film that will make most viewers squirm in their seats. This was one of 3 or 4 movies that I actually felt uncomfortable watching. I should have known from the first scene where the camera work created a sense of uneasiness as it twirled around like a Ferris wheel. The film starts off by showing one of the Skarsgård's kids, Alexander. The whole family acts. They're really good. He's on vacation with his wife. He's a writer and he's got a case of writer's block, so he's hoping the vacation will help him. While he's there, he's attracted to Mia Goth's character, Gabby. One night out on a double date, Skarsgård's character, James Foster, ends up striking a townsperson with his vehicle, killing him. This crime is subject to execution, but what he doesn't know is that the authorities end up cloning him and making him watch himself be stabbed over and over again by the victim's child. Instead of being horrified, he is kind of into it, showing no guilt or emotion, like a robot. From there, things go from bad to worse as he falls into a downward spiral of emotional escapades as he becomes completely separated from society as him, Gabby, and the others practice this form of psychological pleasure of death and destruction. Like I mentioned, I went into this movie cold, having no idea what it was about, except that it was a steelbook and it was the Uncut edition, so that was enough for me to get it. But I guess the Uncut edition is really NC-17, which was never released in the States before. When it came out earlier this year, it was in rated R. Wow. Being that it was NC-17, or unrated basically, the violence and gratuitous sex and death scenes seemed to linger on and on. Clocking in at just under 2 hours, it was a hard watch. I can see why some people liked the director, but this was almost like a movie like The Clockwork Orange for the modern age. I guess I wasn't ready for it. I will say that Skarsgård and Mia Goth did have some good chemistry together. I didn't know much about the other cast though. The video was presented in HD 1781 aspect ratio that looked kind of washed out in some scenes. Day scenes looked decent, but the night and dark scenes looked brighter than normal. The audio was presented in DTS HD 5.1 that added to the uneasy feeling of the film. Good bass hits and use of all the speakers made it feel creepier and me anxious by watching it. Since this was a 4K only disc, there were a bunch of special features such as a commentary, making of featurette, camera tests, makeup and FX reels, photo gallery, trailers, and even a vid of Skarsgård and Mia Goth reacting to their clones. Very interesting. After watching this, I think I can cross this off my bucket list, because I have no intention of watching this again anytime soon. It's really out there. If I would have known what I know now, I probably wouldn't have got it. But that Brandon Cronenberg, I got to give him some props for trying something new, because this is a unique experience. It's just not for me. 6 out of 10. Well, that's it for today. Come back again to see what other 4K movies we're watching.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, bruh.